Yeah, peace. It's Bangham Reef on this edition of Rooftop Reflections, as I call it. We're going to talk about the glorious city of Atlanta. Kind of being a little facetious, but let me start from the outset that, there's some very beautiful people down there. There's some people with some good hearts who, just want to live their life, do the simple things, pay their taxes, keep their lawn nice, raise their kids up right, and, try to make their life worth living. And, in the scenery down there in Georgia, period, a lot of it is quite beautiful to look at. And, of course, Georgia has a lot of history as far as the rest of the country for that concern. As far as all the black men and hung from the trees down there. But I digress. That's another story. But let me get into the heart of this. I'm gonna call this Atlantanatti. Now, we all familiar with the term Illuminati, which kind of sprung into the urban consciousness ever since the book Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper. And and it started to get more attention, and you have your conspiracy theories and all of that type of stuff, and rappers speaking on it. But I think a more real, more actual, concrete, imminent threat to us, to black people here in the hells of North America, is Atlantanatti. That's Atlanta. Now, basically, it's like this. It seems like, to the world at large and to the country in particular, Atlanta must be the Mecca or the citadel of black life, culture, and expression. I don't necessarily see it that way. Oh, yes, it has its positive aspects to it, as I pointed out before. But, let's be very real. What's really behind the exposure, the overemphasis on this one part of the country, all throughout the media, every television show? If there's black faces in it, it's somehow based in Atlanta. They don't want to look nowhere else. Like, there's no intelligent, no civilized people anywhere else on the earth. They're only in Atlanta. But the truth is, let's kick the ballistics, as my man Flavor Flav used to say. But let's keep this shit 100 right here, man. The HIV crisis down there is off the chain. And one in 30 black women in Atlanta will be diagnosed with HIV. See, they didn't tell you that in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They don't tell you that in the TV show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and that's a train wreck. But I can't front, I get a few laughs from it from time to time. I'll send you back to the strip club. Ain't that what Stevie J say? But to be serious again though, that's deep right there. The HIV rate. Let's look at, all of the beautiful homes down there. But the real deal is that, foreclosure rates for black people is 15.5% in Atlanta. That's more than twice than white folks down there. So, what's really good? What's really going on? Them homes look good for a minute until, the Century 21 sign goes up and say for sale. And, you got to go to College Park or, North Carolina or down in Florida somewhere shacking up with Uncle Rufus on his couch. So there's a lot of deep shit happening down there. But that's the actuality. That's the reality of the situation right down there. Let's also look at how, for whatever reason, all the mega churches tend to be in Atlanta. Creflo Dollar, the name alone tells you what the brother is all about. But the same brother who had to crack a new one and his daughter, and recently got arrested. But, he seemed to be popular among the faithful of of his Christian flock. Eddie Long. Hey, that's another disgrace. But the brother is huge down there, or he was huge. But, they're just two examples of mega churches, literally like a chain of them down there. And every Sunday, you know, the faithful come out and they Sunday best, and they hat on and shoes and gaiters and the fans or whatever, and sit up and, you know, in church, eat it all up. And all around them, Atlantanatti is at work, putting people to sleep, putting people 6 feet under via HIV, via all the single women at risk down there, via all the gay men. How you live, that's your business. But, you know, the consequences, ain't no debate about it. You know, who are filling up the morgues because of full-blown AIDS. That's what's really popping in Atlantanatti. You know, the record business down there, we all know is huge. You know, hip-hop has been going down there since the mid-90s. I know Too Short set up shop down there many years ago for a little while. Eric Sermon, you know, who personally, his music I love, but he hasn't been really safe from some of those rumors as far as his lifestyle is concerned. Ludacris, another one who's, some people said has something going with Tommy Lee. I don't know the veracity or not, but, you know, he been thrown in the mix too. But the brother doing his thing, got his liquor promotion or license going off, you know what I mean? He got his headphones, which I personally own, sold. You know, I think they the business, you know, music freak like myself, comes up. But, you know, Jermaine Dupri, he been down there for the longest time in Atlantanatti. Is this the only place where record labels can be established? You know, is there some greater conspiracy where the real powers that be are saying, all right, we'll just send them niggas down south, put them in Atlanta, get them out of my face while we handle the real business here in the cities like LA, New York, etc., etc. You know, what's with the overemphasis of the ATL down there? And I'm not hating on the common man down there, but, yo, you open your eyes and see what's going on. Every time you turn on a TV channel and a black face and somehow Atlanta is in the mix with all the earth that we own here on 196,940,000 square miles of the earth, all you see is Atlanta. Somebody's trying to force feed you something or concentrate you in a certain area, certain mindset, certain attitudes, certain habits that will remove you from here sooner than later. You could take it or let it alone, as the saying goes, but, yo, that's what it sounds like. And Atlantanatti is in full effect. Your boy Tyler Perry, you know, a.k.a. Medea, his studios, of course, is down there in Atlanta. T.I., you know, the king of the South, as he calls himself. Grand Hustle, his record company. You know, the brother got caught with all those guns and somehow got off with a year. I don't know what part of the game that is, especially for someone who was already a felon. But, you know, more power to him because, you know, whatever he doing, I guess he getting paid to do it, or he doing it with the right people who can, you know, make things happen for him. But he's down there, and then he gets rewarded with a reality show, another one based in Atlanta. So I don't want anyone who lived down there, and I know a few people personally who then, you know, made that jump down there, who, you know, living their life and, you know, doing what they got to do and enjoying the peace and quiet, I guess, in the suburbs out there or whatever, to think I'm hating. That ain't the focus of this, you know, this little video right here. But, you know, I'm just trying to get y'all to think, and I welcome your feedback straight up and down. But Atlantanatti, get familiar with the term because we're in the age right now. Seems like anything else, anywhere else that concerns black people is irrelevant unless it's in Atlanta, a.k.a. Atlantanatti. On that note, the God is out of here, all right? So y'all holler back, let me know what y'all think. Peace.